We have, talking about sports and different things, we have Sarah Maxfield coming from Economic Development. She is the director for the City of Delray Beach.
Okay.
And she's going to talk about something pretty exciting for a lot of people down here.
Yes.
Hi, welcome back on. How are you?
It's nice to see you both again.
Everything's good?
Great, and we're in this gorgeous place. I walked in and I'm calculating what I might be spending later.
Right? It's like a magical land in here. Like everywhere you look, it's something pretty.
It's gorgeous, and I've never been here, so I'm so excited. And yeah, my husband better watch out.
You've been warned, sir.
I think we've been looking for a home base. I think we found it.
Yeah,
he's
we're going to be in here, guys. We're going to be here every week. Don't mind us.
Look, we can film at a different location in here, like every weekend,
it's like
showing different pieces of furniture.
This is incredible.
I mean, that is economic development.
That is. That's right. Everyone needs to refresh their home. Come and spend.
Yes.
So you guys are doing a big project, a big refresh that I think a lot of people are really going to be excited about.
I hope so. We, this is a long time coming. The city has talked about it. The community has talked about it for a very long time. There's been some, exploration into the city redoing the golf course, the municipal golf course, right out there on Highland Avenue, right off of Atlantic. For a very long time, there's a lot of opportunity there. A lot of folks who see that as a gem of Delray Beach and the region. And so, we're going about it in a really meticulous way this time around. And bringing on a lot of subject matter experts that we would not be able to have in-house all the time. So we're very excited. So there's been a lot of chatter about it. The RFP is releasing today.
Oh.
Right? So we're looking for a private partner that can help us with our development goals. And really the goal here is to get the best possible golf course and asset for the city at the lowest cost to the taxpayers. So that's really what we're looking towards. Public-private partnership is all about leveraging and marrying what the two partners can gain. So a mutually beneficial relationship. So we're really excited to find a private partner that is going to enhance the city's development goals and really help us get to where we want to be.
So where would somebody who's out there watching, they're like, I'm the partner, I'm the perfect partner. How do they get in touch with you, and how do they even give you a proposal or where you can entertain the conversation?
Right, so the RFP will go out later today. It'll be on the city's bid sync site, and it'll also be, we're setting up with our partners a projects website that's a little less technical and a little bit more public facing, so that community members and potential partners can see what we're looking for. And it is called Delray Beach Golf Course Redevelopment.com. It is not live yet. It will be live once that RFP hits the streets later today. So you'll be able to see what's in there, and you'll be able to see, there's been some articles and there's been some news stories about what's happening, and they haven't been entirely accurate.
So that was going to be my next question, because there's a lot of Facebook warriors out there. And they blast a lot of different things on Delray Raw. What are some of those misconceptions, or what are some of those things that you want to clear up, and those truths and those facts about this project?
The facts about the project are this. First of all, when it's released, go and read the proposal. You'll see in there what the commission directed us as the development priorities, okay? There's no foregone conclusion that we're selling land. That may be a possibility. We have specifically requested a lease structure as our preferred structure for this kind of a project, so that we don't just sell the land outright, so that the city still has a little bit of ownership and control about what happens there beyond what is proposed. There's not any foregone conclusion. So the whole point of this is that there are a whole lot of developers out there that are much smarter than we are and are really, really subject matter experts and have done these kinds of projects before and know what works and what doesn't, and have amazing creative ideas. They're going to put together teams of golf course designers, of developers, of civil engineers, all of those kinds of pieces. And we're looking for creativity. We want a creative solution to this problem of being able to bring this golf course back up to a world-class championship 18-hole golf course. And of course, we want to maintain some of the historical aspects that are really important to the community. We heard those loud and clear. They are listed as priorities in this document, and so we're really looking forward to that.
I think that's wonderful. Like, I live in a neighborhood where actually when I bought my house, I lived on a golf course. Said golf course was sold. Now we're getting homes behind us. So I think the fact that you are doing the work and finding these partners to try to keep the golf course is huge, because so many people are just like, forget it, sell the land and don't entertain anything else. And for us, it was such a bummer. And I feel like for a lot of people who live locally, they love that golf course.
Yes.
And yes, they wanted it to be refreshed, but they love it. Like my dad and my brother go out there. I know a lot of people who go out there and just to have a good time, and it's right here locally. You don't have to drive far.
Yeah, and one of the things you need to look at, and if you do a quick Google search, you'll see in the last 15, 20 years, a lot of smaller municipalities, they've let go of their municipal golf course because it's a very expensive proposition to keep up and to keep the fees down so that it's accessible to their taxpayers and their residents. And so we don't want to do that. And if we don't address this now, that may be an inevitable consequence of that. So we really want to get this done. We want to address it. We are committed to maintaining it and keeping it a municipal golf course and not doing, as you mentioned, selling it off. But a lot of small municipalities have not been able to hold on to their golf courses because of that reason.
I appreciate you for really clearing that up, because I think that was the scare of a lot of people. Once one little birdie.
Oh, yeah. It turns into a swarm of birds.
It turned into a swarm of everything. So I really appreciate you clearing that up. And I have to say about that municipal golf course, there's another one I remember when I was a little kid, just as in elementary school, going there to that golf course, learning to play and just getting introduced to the game of golf there. So, as I was in the Parks and Recreation after school program, so there's a lot of memories that have been made there as well. And then back to your point, all of those people that are living there, I know they had a huge scare about what is coming next. If the city sells this off. So I know that was a concern. So thank you very much for really clearing that up.
You're very welcome.
Yeah, and I think it is important for people to hear it from the source, and things. And then as facts come out, then you make opinions.
Remember, Facebook is the source. Remember that. Delray Raw is the source.
For a lot of people it is. For a lot of people it is. However, I think it is important for people to note that you are doing the work to try to keep this. And then if there is no way, then you have to do what you have to do. But the fact that there are so many steps being taken to try to keep this golf course, I think is very important for our community.
And I think too, even if there's a piece where you say you guys are, the city is selling off a piece, you got to give a little to get a little. So that may have to take place, but as long as you're keeping that quaint feel there.
It's amazing.
Well, we are lucky. We are lucky in that we happen to be in a community, and that golf course happens to be in a location where a tiny portion of development could leverage the entire refurbishment of the golf course. There are a lot of communities where this just isn't a possibility. It's not financially feasible. It's not feasible from a construction perspective. And so, the other thing I just want to make clear is that we don't have to accept any of these proposals. If they don't meet our development goals, or there's concern about what there may or may not be proposing, it is, again, not a foregone conclusion that we have to accept something. We are hoping for the best outcome possible. But if it's not meeting our development goals and it's not within the parameters of what the city wants and the community wants and the commissioners have outlined as priorities, we do not have to accept any of these proposals.
And that's just what they are. They are proposals.
Exactly.
That's it. Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for having me.
No problem.
Look for it later today on the streets. Read it for yourself. Not literally on the streets, but but I'm sure it'll be circulating fairly widely once it hits. So
It's gonna go
I
viral
just
here.
ask everyone take a moment to read it for what it is for itself, and I think you'll have a lot fewer questions
Yes.
and feel a lot better about where we're
And
going.
if you're
with
out there and
this.
want to be involved, make sure you
Yeah.
check it out so you can
Yep.
get involved.
Absolutely.
Thank
you both so much.
See you soon.